Hey everyone, this is Avishek back again with another video. On my last two videos, I have shown the designing part of mine, and among the two videos, the video A Day in the Life of a UI UX Designer really did well. So if you haven't checked that out yet, here is a card to the video. And if you want more such amazing vlogs, then pause the video, scroll down a little and hit the red subscribe button. Though it is hard for me to make vlogs in this quarantine, still I will try my best. So, as I was saying, the previous two videos were only the designing part of mine. And the reason I didn't uploaded any video this week is I was busy doing competitive coding. Yep, that is another side of mine. But this side of mine was present way before I have started designing. In this video, I will discuss about how I got into coding, why I stopped coding and why I started coding again, and my on and off relationship with coding, and some other topics like what is my rank on hackerrank and how you can also start coding. Before starting, let me tell you my story and how I started coding. So, I had computer science in my 11th and 12th standard, but I never really found it interesting. And the reason is the way it was taught to me. The whole method of teaching coding on computer science was flawed. At least in my school it was flawed. There, the teaching method was first writing and memorizing the code and then trying to understand it. And honestly, this method didn't work for me, and not for most of our class. All it did was made me believe that coding is hard, and it was hard for me to digest because I was using computer from a very young age. And it showed me that no matter how good you are using computer, that doesn't mean you can code good. People around me thought I was really good in coding, but the truth is I was not. I was only slightly better than them, some of them, but the words like pointers, stack, queue, linked list, etc. were way out of my understanding. And eventually, I stopped trying to understand them. After that, my board exams happened. Various entrance exams happened. And I ended up taking mechanical engineering from Jadavpur University. Here is a video of me comparing JU with IIT KGP. You can go and watch it after the video. And don't worry, I have not unnecessarily bragged about Jadavpur University. Anyway, as I was saying, during the admission season, all of my friends who took admission in engineering courses took computer science major. And that was really weird. Those who were good in coding and as well as those who were bad in coding, everyone took computer science. And I am not even exaggerating. By everyone, I mean literally everyone. I was the only one who took mechanical. And it's not like that if I had the opportunity I haven't taken computer science. It's just some of my friends literally compromised some good colleges for the computer science degree. And they are not even interested in computer science. It's not like that they are not good in academics. They are way better than me in academics. But they are more interested in physics, maths or something else. But I don't blame them. The current job market and society and the growing number of engineering colleges in India made a huge hype about computer science. So when I saw them taking up computer science, it felt bad and I thought giving coding another shot. But this time I thought of taking a tuition, and luckily I found someone to teach me coding. But this time it was different. Instead of C++, I started with Python. Wait, did I just say Python? My bad, it was Java. And this time I failed even badly than the previous time. And it was the time before my college started. And just like my boards, even this time I stopped trying. Then college started and the first few weeks were really interesting and I was really enjoying my courseworks. But as I started getting along with people, I came to know that most of them are coding and the peer pressure hit again. And again I thought of giving coding another shot. But this time I thought of changing the language because I thought that C++ is not working for me. So I came across this video by CS Dojo where he talked about the coding language for beginner. He suggested using Python or JavaScript. I was so frightened from my previous encounter with Java that I didn't even thought twice before choosing Python. I know that Java and JavaScript are like car and carpet. Both are like totally different language. But back then I thought that JavaScript is just updated version of Java. So I kept it aside and started with Python. I bought one course from Udemy for a very low price and started learning it. This course was so great and Python language is so easy that it felt really great while learning it. During my boards, I can't even implement simple conditional functions and loops like if, while, for, etc. properly. But in Python, in addition to those, I was also doing stuffs like plotting graphs, object-oriented programming and basic data structures and stuffs. And I was feeling pretty overconfident about my coding skills. And I thought, enough with learning, now it's time to implement what I learned. Browsing YouTube, I came across the term competitive programming, or in short, CP. For those of you who don't know, CP is a mind sport for coders who are too lazy to go and play outside. So I created my account on websites like Codeforces, CodeChef and hackerrank. But I only used hackerrank because its user interface is great and easy to navigate. I was pretty confident about my coding skills and I was sure that I will ace competitive programming. But oh boy, I was so wrong. The first problem was a simple array implementation, but it was not simple for me at that point of time. And again I started feeling depressed and again I thought of quitting. But instead of quitting, I decided to go through the course materials again. The main problem was I knew what to code, but I didn't know how to use them to solve a problem. It's like someone just gave me ingredients for a recipe but didn't give me any instructions. I know how each ingredient tastes, but I don't know how much and how to use them. So I took a break, watched a lot of movies for some days and decided to try the problem again. And trust me, for me the hardest problem till now is the first problem, a simple array problem, which wouldn't take me more than a minute now, took me few days back then. I know maybe I am dumb and not everyone needs that much time to solve a simple problem, but as soon as I solved the first problem, there was no turning back. I kept doing and I got addicted. And competitive programming is something that unless you solve a problem, it will not let you sleep peacefully. That made me a night owl and I started waking up late. I was solving during my class, lunch, dinner and anywhere and anytime I could. And there was always a thought process going on my brain and that made me very much abstracted. I was not listening to anyone and I was becoming a little rude because the frustration of not solving a problem properly. Still I kept doing and also meanwhile I started practicing C++ and this time it felt really easy except some topics. Without me even knowing, my first semester came and my preparation was zero. So I decided to stop coding prior to 1 week of my exam, but still it didn't help. And now you know the reason of my first semester result being so poor. During exam something tragic happened and I was not able to complete few of my exams properly and I was not able to do anything for 1 week after my exam. And eventually after some days my goals changed and to fulfill that coding was not enough. In the month of January I had solved only 2 problems. At that point of time I thought the amount of coding I know is enough to land me a decent or below decent IT job in future. And after January I have solved 0 problems. When I started competitive programming, my rank was around 2 million and I was able to bring it down to 20k. I know it is not something worth mentioning, but still, I know I had plenty of time ahead to improve. Again, second semester started and I was mainly focusing on my courseworks because I knew I cannot afford to have bad results in another semester. But you know how it works in engineering colleges. My enthusiasm to score good marks decreased faster than the speed of light. I was not studying, but also I quitted the addiction of programming. After that, the COVID pandemic happened, and I was pretty much wasting my time playing games and binge watching shows. But eventually, I stopped doing that and started learning UI and UX designing. And I was also occasionally uploading on my YouTube channel. But few weeks back, few people of my class and friends asked me about coding. They thought I was still doing programming, but the truth is I was not. And the peer pressure hit again. Again I thought I have to start coding. And I did. I again opened hackerrank and my rank was increased by 2k or 3k. But when I saw the problems, they appeared to be harder than usual. I had to give much more effort to improve my rank. And that proved Newton's first law of motion, that something in rest wants to be in rest. I don't think it is the actual statement, but I think it will work. So I have to put a lot of effort to get rolling. But in January, I was done with all the easy problems and I was left with all the medium and hard problems. So I was frustrated more than ever, but somehow I managed to overcome that and I was able to improve my rank from 22k to 9k within few days. And to make this 13k decrease in rank, I have to give much more effort than I have given to make my rank 20k from 20 million. I know this rank is not worth mentioning either, but at least if any of my friends get stuck, they ask me for help, and that alone is a huge achievement for me. So that was my on and off relationship with coding, and before ending the video, I want to say that I am not a competitive programmer. HackerRank is not the best site for competitive programming, and I just use HackerRank because the problems are a bit easier and all the rank does is just motivates me. I have started coding, stopped coding and again started coding, and no doubt the life without coding is much simpler, quieter and peaceful, and the coding is sad and frustrating, but the thing is I will be in my 20s next year, and if I don't use my brain properly by the next decade, it will stop working. And I will become someone who will send good morning texts with flower images to family WhatsApp groups. And I surely don't want to become that. Don't worry, I have not stopped designing and vlogging. It's just I am out of ideas. So please comment some good ideas for my videos. And please like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel because it is growing slowly. And every increase in subscriber count motivates me to work hard for the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.